Good morning, everyone. We're continuing here in BILVAVI, MISHKAN, EVNEH, and he has really a beautiful, beautiful mashal in store for us. Nitzayir la'atzmeinu, let's imagine for ourselves. B'shas sheYosef nifgash im Aviv, at the time that Yosef HaTzadik meets his father Yaakov Avinu for the first time after 17 years. Ilo ha'pelephone shelo haya mitzalza be'emsa, if his phone, his cell phone would ring in the moment of that meeting, as he's descending from his chair and he's going and hugging his father and he begins crying, and suddenly he hears his cell phone begins ringing. Would he answer the phone? Or he would not care at all about the ringing of the phone. He is completely absorbed and engaged in the reunion that he's having with his father. Yosef nimsa b'Mitzrayim. Yosef was found in Mitzrayim. B'neicha, he was a stranger there. Shanim rabbis b'bedidos. He had so many years where he was all by himself. Umagia haregeshu yotzei min habedidos. And finally, the moment in his life has come where he's leaving the world of being the lonely man. V'nifgash im aviv, and he meets his father. V'chi bezman pekishosai im aviv. Could you imagine that in the time that he's meeting his father, would he be involved in anything else? Not at all. The moment that he lays his eyes on his father, his whole world becomes just his father, getting close to his father, hugging his father, crying with his father, reuniting with his father. Nothing else in the world matters at all at that moment. V'chein tatsura hayehudi amiti chai. This is the way of a Jew, a true Jew, the way that he lives. Hu Dovid kol hazman mamish b'bari olam. He is constantly Dovid, clinging to the Rebbeinu Shalom. Soif kol soif hu chai ba'olam ha'chaymer. It's true. We live in a very physical world. V'muchrach lis asek imay lifchais asek porta. It's true. Lefachais asek porta. It's true that we live in this world and you got to be involved. You have to make a living. You have to make some money. You have to eat. You have to sleep. You have to do physical things. Ulama nefesh kshura kol zman lebari olam. But your soul has to be connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu constantly. Hey, Mizman Iska Beruchnias, when you are involved in Ruchnias, that's obvious, but it's not so simple. When you're davening, connected to Hashem. When you're learning, connected to Hashem. When you're working on Amida, connected to Hashem. Shabbos, Kodesh, Yom Tov, got to be connected to Hashem. Even that we don't take for granted. That's one in Ruchnias. Vehein Bizman Iska Begashvis, and even when you're involved in the physical needs of this world. La'olam ha'nefesh la'misnatekes min habari olam. Your nefesh, your soul, could never break itself off from the bari olam, from the master, the creator of this world. Gam bizman shu marim pelephone. Even when you lift up your phone, your cell phone. Hu davok b'bari olam. Now I don't know if you pick up your smartphone and you start watching Netflix. I don't know if you really davok to Hashem at that time. But imagine it's just a phone call and you lift up your phone for a phone call. You got to be connected to Hashem at that time. You should never take your mind off. The inner connection that one has to HaKadosh Baruch Hu constantly. This is the way that a Jew is supposed to look in this world. This is the way that we have to live. That is what life is all about. Says BILVAVI MISHKAN EVNEH. Could you imagine the drama, the intensity of Yosef and his father meeting for the first time after all those years? There was nothing else that would get in the way. It was completely a father and a son reuniting with an enormous amount of his kashrus connection. A phone, if somebody came and told him you just won $1 million, nothing would get in the way. When it comes to our kesher, our relation with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, our relationship with Hashem, the way that we're supposed to be connected to Him, it's no less in the same way. There's such an intensity, there's such an ava, there's such a love, there's such a connection, inner pneumistic connection that we're supposed to have. That means that whatever it is that we are doing, wherever we are, wherever we're going, we're supposed to be walking around together with Avinu Shebashamayim, our Father in heaven, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Have a wonderful day.